So, 7 years ago, I made a custom Davy Jones figure, and I was really happy with him. Now, the thing about time is that with it you gain experience and wisdom, and with that comes the crippling realization that your old work was terrible. So I threw that figure away and made a new one. I'd also like to point out that when I talk about figures, I pretty much only refer to 6 to 7 inch scale figures, because I had a few comments that were like, the 12-inch figures are better. Like, dude, if I cared about 12-inch figures, I'd just collect Hot Toys.
So here is my new custom Davy Jones figure. So the base body is quite obviously the NECA figure, because in terms of like hard detail, you cannot really beat NECA in this scale, at least at the time period. And I have a couple of modifications here, but like these arms here, they're actually fused with the old Disney figure because I wanted to give him this elbow joint here, and as well as an articulated claw here, because I don't think the NECA had that, or maybe it did, but I know for a fact it definitely didn't have this articulated elbow. So yeah, he's got an articulated elbow, and I don't actually know where exactly I fused it, but I guess that's just proof that I did a decent job. And he's got the NECA walking stick. However, like the big thing about this figure is the head. And this head is actually a resculpted statue head. So this is from, it's an artist called Jim Shore, and he has like a very unique way of sculpting. Like he sculpts things in some sort of like, it looks a bit like, you know, like etched wood. And then I think they cast it in like almost like stone, and he usually has a lot of floral patterns as well, and things tend to end up like a bit blocky because of like I said, it looks like sculpted wood almost, but the head itself looks really good, except I had to resculpt the brow and I had to close up his mouth. But with the resculpting there, I think this head looks absolutely fantastic. And then of course, after I resculpted like the facial features, I just painted it to make it all blend together, and then I glued the I think this is the Disney Store exclusive hat, and if I remember correctly, all these like barnacles that actually stick out, like the detailed ones, not these ones but like these ones, I think these are the NECA ones I like cut off and then glued on, because I think the reason was that this hat was bigger and it just fit the head better. But it's glued on. Like I said, this is unfortunately a really old custom now, so I don't really have all the detail about how I did it. But like, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks fantastic. I can bring in some other Pirates figures. So here's my custom Jack Sparrow. I'm not actually sure how big Davy Jones is supposed to be in comparison to Jack, but I don't really mind him being a little bit taller. It just gives him that bit more of a presence, I guess. And here is the NECA Barbossa. Repainted face. I think I showed him off in another video, but really good sculpt under there. Same thing with Jack. This face is like very customized. And then if we want to bring the theme in a bit more, here he is with the bootstrap bill. And I definitely think he's a bit too small, but you know, these figures go well together because they're all fishy and barnacly. So yeah, I've always wanted to do a video about this guy just to like show him off, because I do think he looks very good. I wish I could add some more articulation to him, like something in the legs, but like this is just a straight up solid piece down here, so I can't really add anything. He's got like a swivel here, but I don't really know. I don't really plan on having him do anything else but stand around and look menacing. So I think I'm pretty content with him. I could have swapped him like this lower body with the Disney Store exclusive body, but that body is, I think he's quite short actually. I think he's like only like to up like here-ish. So the legs would look really dweeby next to him, and I think everyone else would just tower over him. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good size here. But yeah, Davy Jones.
You have a debt to pay. You've been captain of the Black Pearl for 13 years. That was our agreement.
Technically, I was only captain for 2 years, then I was viciously mutinied upon.
Then you were a poor captain, but a captain nonetheless. I am the sea.